1,
2,
3,
4, 5,
6.
Alright. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to identify edible mushrooms. Seeing as how mushrooms are very popular in this country and all over the world, it's important to know how to identify an edible one from a poisonous one. Alright. It involves being familiar with the species that grow around you and memorizing what they look like. And I'm going to be talking about 4 of the most common mushrooms. First 2 are going to be poisonous, second 2 are going to be the edible ones. And, alright, so let's get started. Alright, first we have the death cap. It's going to have a wide cap, have green, yellow, or brown tints. The gills are going to be attached, and the body is going to be mostly white with some brown. Now the gills are the things underneath the cap of a mushroom. They can be attached or unattached, meaning they touch the stem or they don't. Okay. The next poisonous one is the destroying angel mushroom. This one's going to be dry or sticky to the touch. It's going to have this little white membrane right here that hangs down from the center of the cap, making this mushroom really easy to identify. And it's going to be tall and thin like this one and always plain white. Okay, so on to the edible ones. First we have the common field mushroom. This one's going to be white when it's young, but it turns brown in maturity. The gills are going to be attached, and this one is closely related to the button mushroom, which we're going to talk about next. And the cap on the common field mushroom is always going to remain curved in slightly. Okay. And then last we have the button mushroom. This one's the most widely eaten mushroom. This one that you're going to buy at the local grocery store or have come on your pizza. For example, I bought these at Walmart the other day. They say baby Bella mushrooms on here. This is because button mushrooms are portobello mushrooms. They just don't call them that until they reach maturity. So that's probably why they put baby on here. Okay, and on the button mushroom, the gills, if you can tell in this picture, they're going to be unattached, meaning they don't touch the stem. It's going to have a really thick stem, and this one, when it's young, it's going to be curved, more like this, and then when it gets older, it's going to flatten out and get bigger. Okay. And here are just some helpful steps you can take on how to identify an edible mushroom. You can organize a collection of samples on mushrooms you know are edible to take with you on trips. You can have a guidebook to study or take with you. You can consult an expert, someone who knows what they're talking about, or check for a white membrane that hangs down from the center of the stem of the cap, because you now know that that is a common feature of the destroying angel mushroom, and it's poisonous. So the last thing you ever want to do is try a mushroom without knowing what kind it is, because according to WebMD, mushrooms have a wide range of side effects, such as muscle spasms, headache, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or even death. And if by some chance the mushroom is edible, it could still be hallucinogenic, causing you to be tripping out of your mind for the next 8 to 10 hours. So it's just better to know your mushrooms before you try them. Okay. So overall, the best ways to identify an edible mushroom would be a guidebook, expert, collection of samples, or memorization. I personally would go with the guidebook because it's a way to have the pictures there with you to compare to the wild ones. Plus, the guidebook's going to have other useful information, such as where the mushroom grows or how it's going to taste. And if you're ever in doubt as to whether a mushroom is poisonous or edible, just throw it out because you don't want to take that risk. Okay. And now I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Yes, sir.
Where do mushrooms normally grow at?
They like to grow in cool, dark places.
What's the most expensive mushroom?
The most expensive mushroom would probably be a truffle. You're gonna find those either underground or in fancy restaurants. Yes.
I heard that hallucinogenic mushrooms that grow in cow pastures. Is that true?
I wouldn't doubt it because they like to grow in meadows and pastures where the soil is really rich. So, but I'd have to do more research on that one. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.